back to the channel. Today I've got a scrapbook process video for you featuring some cheeky studio products. I dug into my stash to create this layout. Pretty much everything on this layout is just old stuff from my stash, and you can see off to the left there I've been storing a lot of my stuff on these old shoe racks. They're spinning shoe racks that I got from Walmart like years ago, and I put them in little I either use shower clips to hang the original packaging from the shoe racks, or I bought some name tag clips in like the office supply section at Walmart, and I use those the badge holders. They're badge holders, excuse me, badge holders. I use them to put little embellishment pieces inside, and then I use the clips that you would normally clip the badge holder onto your shirt. I use those clips to clip them onto the spinning shoe holder. So that's how I store most of my embellishments. So that's what you're looking at off to the left-hand side of my video there. That's where I've got my Cheeky Studio Valentine's Day 2018 ephemera and sequin mix, and then I'm using a shower curtain clip to for some creative embellishments chipboard that I'll be pulling out for this layout in just a second. So for this one, I was kind of inspired. I've been seeing a lot of layouts, or maybe I saw one layout and I've just been inspired recently to copy or scrap lift the design, pardon my big head. But I saw a layout, or multiple layouts, I don't remember which. But what I saw was that there's, like a pattern paper on top or on bottom, but there's, a dissection on the page between two different types of papers. So that's kind of where I started with this one. I took some navy striped paper from my scrap drawer, and I'm pretty sure that it just came in that size. It had already been cut down to that size, and I just decided I was going to put that on top of this cream colored paper, which I think came from a Recollections paper pad that I picked up at Michael's. And just to give it a little bit of extra oomph, I took some Shimmer's Don't Rain on My Parade, Shimmer's Vibes, that I got from Cheeky Studio. It's still available in the store. And I spritzed a little bit of that on the cream colored side, on that bottom of the cream colored paper. Just for a little bit of extra visual interest, because I was afraid that the cream colored side of the paper would just be a little too boring and blah. And then I had this photo frame. I don't know, it might have been an old basic gray photo frame, I'm not totally sure, but I kind of liked it. It had a red arrow on it, and for the most part it was fairly neutral, and I decided I wanted to use that to frame my photo, which obviously I had to cut down because the photo was a 4x6 and the frame is very small, much smaller than 4x6. But it's kind of perfect because the focal point of the photo was a picture of my daughter and her cousin's cousin, and it keeping it 4x6 would have just been really silly because there would have been all this extra busyness in the photo that wasn't necessary. So it was kind of nice to cut the photo down, have the frame around it, and be framing the two kids, because that's what the photo was supposed to be of and what this layout is all about. In the photo, it looks like they're holding hands. I don't think they really are, but I happened to snap the photo at the right moment, and we all kind of thought, oh, it kind of looks like they're getting ready to go out on a date, haha. So because it sort of had that date feel, I wanted to pull a couple things from my stash that were sort of romantic, I guess. And so I still had a bunch of Cheeky Studio Valentine's Day products, and I decided to pull those out. There's a part of the collection that are 4x6 cards, and I had two of them left. I decided to use one of them just to kind of back the photo a little bit. I really like the flowers on those cards. They're really pretty, and there's a really nice selection of them too. And then I pulled some of the ephemera pieces. The ephemera pack is still available. Only one of them, it looks like, is available. So there were two. One of them, the one that's still available, is basically just the flowers, and those are really pretty. There was one that had like labels, and I can't remember what else, but one of the labels is actually what I'm using for my journaling, and that was part of the collection. So I'm just trying to create some little floral clusters using the ephemera pieces, and then I've got some of the Valentine's Day flair that I'm going to put up in the corner there. I also added in some American Crafts washi tape. It was from the Jen Hadfield homemade collection, and I like it because it's just a gold tinge. I think it had butterflies on it, and there were actually two washi tapes. I don't think they were both American Crafts. I could be wrong, but I do think I end up adding a second gold tinged washi tape. I just really liked the way that they looked. And those little chipboard hearts were the Creative Embellishments chipboard hearts, and they were designed to look like those Valentine's Day candy hearts. So they have little sentiments on them like sweet and, you know, fun phrases like that. I think I only used the one just because some of the other phrases didn't really suit the photos. And here I'm looking through some ephemera pieces from my American Crafts Jen Hadfield homemade kit. I still am trying to get rid of that kit, and I pulled this, it was a male silhouette piece, ephemera piece, and I know that there were other like female pieces, female silhouette pieces, little girl silhouette pieces. I think I used them all, unfortunately. And so what I wanted to do is use the male one and then have a girl one, kind of juxtaposing both sides of the photo. And unfortunately, I couldn't find another girl one. So that was kind of a bummer. And I knew I'd also, from a separate collection, oh, there's the other gold washi tape. So I think they both were American Crafts. A long time ago, I had a girl silhouette sticker from a separate American Crafts collection, but I'm pretty sure that I either threw it away because I didn't think I was going to use it, or I ended up using it on a layout. I cannot remember what. So I still use the boy one just because I liked the way it looked. And it had a wood grain pattern to it. I just thought it looked cool. So the title of this layout is How Did This Happen? And that came from a cut apart, was actually the Cheeky Studio cut apart labels that came in the part of the Sweet Succulents collection that came in the July subscription kit, which is actually available to purchase just as an individual purchase, even if you haven't subscribed to the kit club. There are still kits, just the individual July kits. She still has some in stock that you can just purchase those individually, which is kind of nice. And I would definitely do that because it was a really great kit. I still have stuff that I'm working on with that one. But it was kind of a yellowish, and so I thought it went with the cream of the paper and some of the yellows in some of the flowers. So I decided to take that from the Sweet Succulents collection, pop it up on some craft foam, and use that as my title. And you can see I moved my chipboard heart down and put the cut apart label in place of where the chipboard heart was. And so now I'm just popping my extra washi tape down there just to add a little bit extra where the division between the pattern paper and the solid color cardstock is. The adhesive that I'm using there is from scrapbook.com, and it's just, it comes on a roll. It's very gluey, and I decided I was going to use that just to help me do like a straight line of the Valentine's Day sequin mix. Again, just to add a little bit more visual interest to that dividing line. That's what I'm trying to say, the dividing line there between pattern paper and solid color cardstock. And again, the Valentine's Day Flair, the one ephemera pack, and the sequins mix, and the 4x6 cards are still available in the Cheeky Studio store, as is the July kit and the Sweet Succulents product. So if you like what you see and you want to use them on these products on your own projects, definitely head over to the Cheeky Studio store. I'll have that linked below. And as you saw at the beginning of this video, I do have a discount code. It's CookScrap10. You can save 10% on your order when you use that code. So definitely do that. And while you're looking below at all of the at the Cheeky Studio where to shop link, I've got some social media links, so make sure you are following me so you never miss out when I'm sharing when my new scrapbook layouts are going up. That would be awesome if you, I would love to have you subscribe and follow. So I'm just kind of adding the sequin mix. I tried to make sure that I was doing it in a pattern, you know, practicing my sequencing skills with my sequins. And you can see at the bottom right hand corner of the page I added an extra flare and ephemera little cluster there. And so I'm just going to add in my my journaling in that little cut apart, and I'm pretty sure that's the end. I'm going to have some close-ups at the bottom. So again, link below to where you can purchase the Cheeky Studio store. Follow me on social media and on the blog. Those links are below too. This was a really easy one to put together, and as you'll see if you do follow the blog, I've been using this specific design quite a bit. I really like it. So I hope that you guys like it too, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.